The world runs. It runs without asking permission, without waiting for anyone, without looking back. It accelerates, demands, pressures, compares. Everything happens at once, too fast, too loud, too intense. And in the middle of this constant motion, many people get lost trying to keep up with a rhythm that was never meant for them. They try to run faster, produce more, achieve more, prove more. They try to control the world, when in reality, the only real control has always been somewhere else. From an early age, we're taught to measure our worth by time, by speed, by how fast we learn, achieve, and grow. If someone arrives sooner, we feel behind. If someone grows faster, we feel like we're failing. If someone always seems to be moving forward, we feel like we're falling back. And that's how a silent race begins, one where the finish line is never clear and the pace is never fair. The problem isn't that the world runs. The problem is believing that you have to run at the same speed to be valid. The world won't slow down to wait for you. It never has, and it never will. But that doesn't mean you have to destroy yourself trying to keep up. There's a deep difference between respecting the timing of things and hurting yourself trying to beat the clock. There comes a moment when you realize you're tired not because you're doing too much, but because you're moving at the wrong pace. A pace that doesn't respect your limits, your season, your story. A pace imposed from the outside, fueled by constant comparison and unrealistic expectations. And that exhaustion isn't physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's existential. The world will keep demanding fast results, immediate answers, accelerated growth. It will keep rewarding those who always seem busy, productive, and available. But what almost no one talks about is the invisible cost of constant acceleration. Chronic anxiety, a sense of never being enough, loss of identity, and slowly, a complete disconnection from yourself. You don't control the world's pace. You don't control trends, algorithms, crises, or opportunities that appear and disappear. You don't control other people's timelines or how fast they move forward or fall back. But there is one territory where control is still possible, an internal one, silent, powerful, your pace. Controlling your own pace doesn't mean being slow. It means being aware. It means knowing when to accelerate and when to slow down, when to push and when to pause, when to stretch a little further and when to respect the limit. That's a rare skill in a world that glorifies excess and dismisses quiet consistency. Most people live reacting to external pressure. They rush when they feel pushed. They stop only when they're completely exhausted. They live in cycles of extreme effort and total abandonment. And in that back and forth, they never build anything solid. Because consistency isn't born from urgency. It's born from sustainable continuity. There's a dangerous illusion that going faster means going farther. But the truth is, the ones who go far are the ones who arrive whole. And arriving whole is rarer and more valuable than arriving fast. How many people have you seen reach something big only to lose everything shortly after because they couldn't sustain the pace they created? The turning point comes when you stop asking, "How fast can I go?" and start asking, "How far can I go without breaking?" That question changes everything. It changes your decisions, your priorities, your relationship with effort. It pulls you out of the blind race and places you on a conscious path. Controlling your pace means accepting that some days you'll move forward a lot, and other days you'll simply maintain. And maintaining is also progress. In a world obsessed with constant growth, staying steady is already an act of resistance, a quiet victory. The world tries to convince you that if you're not growing, you're failing. But the truth is, there are seasons of preparation, maturity, and invisible strengthening. Phases where nothing seems to be happening on the outside, but everything is organizing on the inside. Those who respect these phases build solid foundations. Those who ignore them build fragile castles. When you take control of your pace, something interesting happens. Anxiety decreases, clarity increases, decisions become firmer. Because you stop reacting to external noise and start listening to your own signals. Your body, your mind, your intuition begin working for you, not against you. This doesn't mean giving up ambition. It means maturing it. It means trading urgency for commitment, rush for focus, comparison for presence. It's a quiet process, almost invisible to outsiders, but deeply transformative for the one living it. The climax of this idea isn't when you slow down completely. It's when you realize you can speed up without losing yourself, that you can work hard without erasing who you are, that you can chase results without sacrificing your mental health. At that point, you're no longer trying to survive the world. You're navigating it. The world will stay fast, unstable, demanding, but when you control your pace, those things stop controlling you. You adapt without deforming. You evolve without hurting yourself. You grow without getting lost. Maybe right now you feel behind. Maybe you think you should be further, faster, more advanced. But behind compared to who? On whose timeline? The truth is, every person has an internal rhythm that, when respected, unlocks far more potential than any desperate race ever could. You don't need to prove anything to the world today. The world won't validate you when you burn yourself out trying to keep up. It will simply move on, but you have to live with yourself. Wake up every day inside your own mind. And that requires respecting your pace. The most consistent results don't come from bursts of effort. They come from sustainable movement, from steps taken every day, even small ones, from a rhythm you can maintain when motivation fades, when exhaustion shows up, when enthusiasm disappears. Controlling your pace is an act of personal leadership. It's saying, I choose how I move, even when everyone else is running in another direction. It's trusting that real progress doesn't shout, doesn't rush, doesn't show off. It moves forward quietly. And if you made it this far, maybe this message hit exactly where you needed it. If you feel the world moving too fast, but something inside you is asking for steadiness, leave a comment saying which area of your life needs a rhythm adjustment. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay here, because you may not control the pace of the world, but you do control yours, and that changes everything.